Hey, what's up guys? Thank you for checking out the Pixel Lab. I'm very excited to share with you our Retail Display Pack Volume 1, so we might have some more of these coming down the line. This is a pretty epic pack with over 90 individual models, and this pack is pretty versatile because we have elements that you can use for building a lot of different types of stores. And you can also use them for displays, retail areas, set dressing, and probably architectural visualization. We have a lot of different options in here, anything from the outside of buildings with shopping carts and trolley carts. We have checkout items with multiple different checkout stations and options, lots of different shelving and display units. We have a lot of freezers and stuff for grocery stores. We have a section for beauty and perfume type stations. We also have 3 full pre-built stores. We have a grocery store, a pharmacy, and a small convenience store, and these are already set up, so they're already ready to go for you, full 3D scenes. And then we also have this epic xpresso store builder, which is a very quick way of building the exterior of stores, walls, entrances, all that kind of thing. All right, at this point, I'm going to turn you over to Simon, who is the guy who's created this pack with me, Simon Spencer-Harvey, and he's going to walk you through the xpresso rigs, and he's also going to demo this store builder rig so you know exactly what you're purchasing. I hope that you enjoy the pack, and here's Simon.
Hi, for those who have bought the pack or think about buying the pack, I thought it best to go through some of the xpresso elements to make sure you get the most out of the assets we have here for you today. So there's a few of the models in here. They should all be clearly labeled as xpresso models. Just have some basic user data and sliders involved. So I'm going to zoom into this one and turn it to wireframe just so you can see it nicely. And here you'll notice there's some user data with a basic xpresso slider. This is currently set to always on, whether you select the object or not. If you don't like that and it starts messing around with your layout, just simply right click and say show object activate, which means it'll only come on when your object's physically activated. Or if you prefer, I've also included the user data down here in your attributes manager. This becomes quite relevant if you, for example, want to make a stack of baskets, which you can see in this example here. As we've got more than one basket in the scene, the on-screen HUDs start overlapping each other, which becomes a bit of a nuisance. So you can either, like I mentioned before, turn them on to show only when active, or you can, let me turn that one back on, add that to HUD, or if they're stacked on top of each other, simply hold down Control and drag it to a new position, and that way you can set up a whole chain of these things and still have all control in real time in front of you. Another one which has got a bit of xpresso on it is the trolley or shopping cart for you guys in the US. It's got a couple of features. You can open and close the kids' seats, which is a bit of fun. Or if you want to stack your trolleys, you can lift this up, and either for those using broadcast or the studio version, you can use the cloner, or if you haven't got that, there's always duplicate. Let's put those into render instances, and let's try, say, 40. There we go. We've got a lovely stack of trolleys ready to go into a trolley park. You might want to then fine-tune that a little. There we go. If, like me, you're a bit of a perfectionist. The main reason, though, why I want to talk to you today about xpresso in this project is this one here, the store building rig. This one's got quite an epic HUD with lots and lots of features. I'm very excited by it because I wish I had this years ago for building different types of store types. So just to run through some of these selections. So basic one to have there is add second pillar. So this is if you want to use object cloner or duplicates and have them buttered up but not having overlapping pillars on the alternate modular units, which is fine. You can change the materials. Currently got 12 materials put in there. Of course you can add your own, but that's a good foundation to get you started. For the inside of the store, you've also got the same there. So you've got various types of breeze block, white tile, painted brick, and so forth. Let's see, you've got some where is it? You've got also some fascia or cladding options. So you've got everything from core 10 steel. You got some. What have we got there? This one's actually this is the only one you might have to watch out for. It's actually a wire mesh, which is number 4, which will slow down your sleeve a bit. So if you don't want that, just skip past it. We've got aluminium. We've got all kinds of crazy stuff going on. A bit of wood, and one that's even a bit higher than the rest. If you're worried about people getting wet, we've got some awning options or canopies. You can turn off by default sliding doors on, which can be opened with this bar here. If you want solid wall, you've got this, or you can have a fire exit, which you can turn off, or you've got a rotary revolutionary door, which if you want to start turning, it's automatically set up with xpresso, so it just plays at a normal rate and should loop forever. You can add a window. If you don't like these little detail bits, you can turn those off, which is called add lower detail, and this will affect every single scene you add. You've got some lights here. You've got lights up at the top if you want quite high downlighter, or you've got one at pedestrian level, which could be quite nice if you then combine that with the awnings. So let's turn this all off for now. I'll keep that one on actually. And now the other few things you've got here are you've got atriums or sort of foyer areas. So let's turn auto sliding door back on. And now you've got two main types. You've got this really large one, for which you'd need a second version of the store builder on the other side. So I'm just going to bit of spinning wheel of death. Move this across here. I'm only doing this crudely at the moment. And add the other one there, and now you've got this absolutely massive atrium. You'll notice that the sliding door option still works on all the doors, but obviously you'd have to select which one you want it to affect. The other one, so I'm going to delete my copy, or if you want to make more compact but still have a grandiose effect, there's another one here which is really massive and it allows you to have a great big sign or branding above your entrance door. One thing you'll probably want to do once you've got this stage is go and build the rest of the store, which will be a combination of windows, doors, fire exits, and so forth. What I find is the best way of doing this is to set up a small library of the elements you want to use. So we're going to call that one the entrance. So let's move this one across here. That one I'm going to call entrance. This one I'm going to call window. So I'm going to turn off that. I'm going to turn off this, add my window, and let's keep it dry as well. Give them overhead awnings and some pedestrian lights. Okay, I'm going to add a third one, which I'm going to call wall. Move that over there just so I can see what I'm doing. And for this one, I'm going to get rid of the pedestrian light, put it higher up. I'm going to get rid of the awning, and I'm going to give it a window instead of, get rid of the window as well, which is here. So I've just got one as a solid wall. What I do then is I put all these into null, and you can either move them somewhere off camera, or if you're worried about that, what you can do is just stick them in a display tag, make sure the visibility is 0. They've gone, but then you've got this as your instancing library. Let's just do that. Okay, so I've made my library, which contains a wall, a window, entrance, that's missing an E, and it's invisible to the render. Now what we want to do is instance this, make it a render instance if you want to save a bit of memory. And let's duplicate this with my duplicate tool. Again, you can use a what's called a cloner object if you prefer, but for this instance I'm just going to use duplicate because everyone's got that. I'm going to make it, I think they're 400 meters, 4 meters wide or 400 centimeters. I'm going to make 8 copies. There we go. Let's stick them in there. I'm going to call that storefront. I can't spell today. Let's see, we're going to make this one here. Let's make that our entrance. Just drag it down there. Bang, entrance. I'm going to make a window either side. Window. And let's make the rest of these walls.
All right, guys, thanks for checking out the Retail Display Pack Volume 1. I hope that this pack will be useful to you in your projects and save you a lot of time. If you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, we'll talk to you next time. Bye.